guys, it's Allie. Welcome to another tutorial Tingles. I'm really looking forward to the tutorial that I have for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own homemade face scrubs. And these are, I have two of them, and they're both going to be very easy to make, and most of the ingredients you will probably already have in your home, or you will be able to access them easily, because it's really just household items that these are made with. So they're very easy on the budget, and I really like them. Oh, so that first one, the first one that I have is a Microdermabrasion exfoliating scrub. It has only 2 ingredients. It's very, very simple. And the second one that I have is a honey lemon sugar scrub that has a few more ingredients than the first one, but it smells amazing. And I have personally used both of these before, and I really love the way they make my skin feel, both of them, after I use them. So these are just some personal recommendations of mine. So I'm going to show you how to make both of these scrubs, and then I've also decided to show you how to decorate their jars a little bit to make them really cute and presentable as gifts, because both of these little homemade scrubs make great gifts. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But before we do, I did want to just share something with you guys really quick. So a lot of you, so many of you, have been so sweet and kind recently in congratulating me on my channel reaching 100,000 subscribers. And first, I just want to thank you guys so much for those wonderful, kind words of congratulations. I really do appreciate it. But I also want to thank you for something else. So 100,000 is a really cool number. It's cool to look at, and it is definitely a symbolic milestone, just because of that sort of extra digit at the end. But the feeling that I've had, or the emotions that I have about 100,000 subscribers is truly the same feeling that I've had for a while. Pretty much ever since I've had people engaging with my videos, watching my videos, expressing interest in my channel. That feeling that your interest in my videos has created in me has made me feel for a long time like I've had 100,000 subscribers or more. I've just been in a sort of constant state of shock and awe. Like, I wake up some days and just kind of look around and I can't believe that you guys are still here and you're still interested in what I'm doing. But you are. And for me, I think that the most exciting aspect about a number like this is how obvious it is how many people are experiencing this amazing thing. And it's just gaining more and more awareness. And you can just look around at all of these other ASMR channels that have viewers engaging with them the way that you guys engage with me. And it's amazing. So, guys, I just wanted to say thank you for sticking with me and for helping me build this channel and for believing in what I do. I wanted to also tell you that I have something a little bit bigger planned to sort of mark the occasion and also to thank you fully in the way that I really want to. So I've got a video that will be coming out very soon that involves a cool little contest that I'm really excited about, and it's a way for me to give back to you guys. So keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started with our tutorial tingles, and I'll show you how to make these lovely little DIY face scrubs. So let's get started. Okay guys, so we're going to start with the Microdermabrasion scrub, and this one is extremely simple to make. You really only need 2 ingredients. The first ingredient you'll need is baking soda, and just any old household baking soda will do. I bought a small box of just regular Arm & Hammer baking soda, and it cost only 58 cents. And the second ingredient is any kind of baby wash. I chose this kind because it just happens to be my favorite. I really love the smell of this. It's Johnson's Honey Apple Baby Wash, and the scent is lovely. I discovered this particular one when my son was just a little baby. It was given to me at my baby shower, and I used it when he was old enough to take baths, and it smells fantastic. So you want a baby wash like this because these products are very, very gentle. They're made for babies' sensitive skin. So it's safe to use on your face, which is where your skin is very sensitive. You don't have to use Johnson's, you can use any brand you like, and you don't have to use a scented one either. That's only my preference. But if you do want a scented baby wash, Johnson's also makes 2 other really nice scents. One of them is kind of a lavender vanilla scent. That's very nice. And it'll be in a purple bottle. And the other one is, I think, oatmeal and shea. And it's in a brown bottle. That smells really rich and sweet. So those are just some recommendations. So these are the only 2 ingredients that you'll be needing to make this scrub. Now, in this bowl is about 1.5 cups of baking soda. And the general idea with this mixture is to try and do about 3 parts baking soda and 1 part of the baby wash. And that will get you a dense, thick, paste-like consistency. So this is 1.5 cups, which is quite a bit, but we want to have enough to fill up our jar. And whether this will be for you or for somebody else as a gift, it'll be nice to have a good amount. It'll last you a long time. I'm really enjoying the powdery sound of the baking soda falling into the bowl. half a cup of the Johnson's Honey Apple Baby Wash into the baking soda. And we're just going to mix it up really thoroughly until we have a nice paste. And that will be your homemade DIY Microdermabrasion scrub. Okay. Here we go. So I've got my little measuring cup here. I'm just going to fill it up to half a cup. Oops. Okay, so this is half a cup of the baby wash. I'm going to pour this into our baking soda. Alright, set this aside. And this is going to take a little bit to mix it in all the way and really incorporate both ingredients, but when we do, we're going to have a really great dense, gritty kind of paste. It's going to feel great on the skin. I'll show you inside the bowl up close. I like the sound of the mixing. If you like, you can also mix this with an electric mixer. I chose not to do that for this video for obvious reasons. But if you use an electric mixer, it will create a sort of fluffier consistency, but that's only temporary and it will eventually fall. And just be the kind of paste-like consistency that You'll see here in a minute. So now the consistency is really good. This is just about what we want. And this amount is going to be great because there's plenty here. And you really don't need very much at all for one use. Looks as though all of the baking soda is mixed in really well. I'll show you up close. So this is the consistency that we're looking for. See, it's kind of a paste. So you'll want to wet your skin or wet your face and apply about that much, not very much at all. And just scrub it in circles all over your face. And then you'll want to do that for about 60 seconds or so. And then rinse very well and get it all rinsed off of your skin. And then, of course, make sure to apply your favorite moisturizer to your face. And I think that you'll really love the result. This shouldn't be harsh on your skin because the only ingredients are baking soda and a very gentle baby wash. So now that our first face scrub is all mixed up, we're going to just spoon it all into our little cute little gift jar. And I got a bigger spoon for this because this mixture is pretty thick and doesn't really pour well. So let's start filling up our jar. So now the jar is all full. This is quite a lot of face scrub. This should last you a good long time. So here it is. Your very own homemade Microdermabrasion facial scrub. And after after we make our second face scrub, I'll show you how to decorate this if it is a gift for someone. Just some cute ways that you can spruce up the jar, make it pretty. So now let's move on to scrub number 2. Okay, now it's time for our second DIY facial scrub. And this one is a little bit more involved than the first one. It's got a few more ingredients, but this one's really nice. It is a lemon and honey sugar scrub, and its ingredients include honey, lemon, now this is coconut oil, but if you don't have any coconut, oil, that's just fine. You can also use extra virgin olive oil, and it'll be just as good. My reason for choosing coconut oil is that I don't love the smell of olive oil, but coconut oil has a really nice, light, sweet, kind of tropical scent to it, and it doesn't overpower the smell or the scent of the scrub. On a side note, coconut oil is a really great thing to have around. It has tons of uses. It's really great for cooking, and I sometimes like to use it as kind of a lotion on my hands and my feet and elbows and anywhere that my skin tends to dry out. I'll also sometimes put a teeny bit on the ends of my hair. And use it as a sort of leave-in conditioner. And you can also use a bit more and leave it on for half an hour and rinse it out, and it acts as a nice deep conditioner for your hair. Just a little side note. Oh, so and then our final ingredient is sugar. Now I chose to use pure cane sugar. If you just have regular household sugar, that's perfectly fine as well. Or if you want to go even further than I did, you can use raw organic sugar, which will be kind of a brown color and have slightly larger granules. But I went for pure cane sugar. And these measurements that I have here are not exact. This one is more of an eyeball kind of a mixture. You just wait until it gets to the right consistency, but the amounts that I have here are a good starting point. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to start with is our honey. honey is a good ingredient to have in a facial scrub because it actually attracts and retains moisture, which is always good for the skin. Now, the honey that I have is really nothing special. It's pretty inexpensive and basic. If you want to go all out, you can get organic honey for this, but this was just what I had at home. So, you want a pretty decent amount, and this is what I have left. So I'm going to use most, if not all, of what is left in the bottle. So I'm just going to start pouring. No specific measurements, just eyeball for now. That's a pretty good amount to start with. And I think this will actually be plenty. Okay, the next thing we want to add is our oil. In this case, our coconut oil. But for you it may be extra virgin olive oil, which is fine. I just have a little bit in the bottom of this measuring cup. You don't want to go too heavy on the oil because it can easily be too oily, but you want a little bit because it's highly moisturizing as well, which is always a good thing. So let's pour just a little bit. It's already kind of mixed in. The next thing we're going to add is a bit of lemon juice. Lemon is a great ingredient in this particular scrub because it has, well, it is sort of lemon juice is sort of a natural bleaching agent. And so it will kind of help with things like dark spots on the skin, acne scarring, and of course it will brighten up your skin tone a little bit. And it's great for acne as well. So we're going to squeeze some lemon into our mixture and fish out any seeds that may come about. The last thing we're going to add is our sugar, but you want to give this a good mix before the sugar gets added. So let's stir this up and really let all the ingredients blend into the honey. Because this scrub will have somewhat perishable items, food items in it, you will probably want to keep it refrigerated. And this is something you'll want to use probably within about a week. And then, if you really enjoyed it, just remake another batch. Okay. Well, this is all mixed in really nicely. So it's time to add our sugar. I'm going to pour a little bit of this in and mix it up and then just see how it looks and add more as needed. Okay, so we definitely need some more because we want it to be really not very liquidy at all, mostly just grainy. Let's add the rest of this and then we'll see if we need more after that. It's almost perfect. Just need to grab a little bit more sugar. And then we'll have it. Okay, I got a bigger measuring cup of sugar. And I'm just going to keep adding until we get the grainy consistency that we want. And it's good to start off slow and keep adding as needed instead of adding too much and having to compensate with the other ingredients. I really cannot stress to you how wonderful this scrub smells. It's kind of sweet and citrusy, and the coconut oil smells really wonderful with it. Okay, I want to get it even thicker than this. Let's see what that does. Like I said, it's really about eyeballing instead of specific measurements. If you prefer a more liquidy texture, then you certainly would have stopped by now. But I like it to be kind of cohesive and thick. I think we've just about got it. So again, with this one, you'll wet your skin and rub it on in some little circles for about 60 seconds. And then rinse it off, and you'll have bright, smooth, polished skin. Okay, so now that it's mixed up, let's go ahead and put it in our cute little jar. And then we'll decorate our jars for gifting. So this was very inexpensive, less than $2. But if you have this in your home already, then even better. Just make sure to wash it out very thoroughly. Okay. So let's spoon all of our scrub into our cute little jar. I like that sound. Now this will pour kind of, and so we'll just guide it with our spoon into the jar. Kind of looks like applesauce. This makes a really cool sound. It really does look like applesauce on camera. Okay. So, there's our second face scrub, all made and put into its cute little jar. So now, let's decorate our jars for gifting. And I'll show you some of the supplies I'll be using. I have this cute little roll of washi tape or crafting tape, and it's got a really cute little design, little pattern on it, and great colors. So I'm going to add this to the jar just to brighten it up a little bit. So I've got this. You can find these at any craft store for, you can usually get a little roll of 2 for in a family of $3 to $4. Something else I found are these really cute little embellishment stickers. And they're made to look like ribbons in different colors. And I'm going to use one of these to label the scrub, so the person we're gifting it to knows what's inside the jar. Okay. purchase gift tags like this one at, again, any craft store, but a little bag of them may run you $5 or so, and personally for me, that's just a little too much to pay for paper. So at the same craft store, you can, in the scrapbooking area, you can find sturdy, kind of like sort of cardstock-esque paper that comes in all different colors and patterns, and usually one sheet will run you 40 to 50 cents. So I bought one sheet of a slate gray, and I just freehanded this design and cut it out and made a little hole in the top to straighten this with some kind of hemp-like string to go around the neck of the jar. And this will be your little gift tag. You can write the name of the recipient on here. Okay. Oh, and because the color of the gift tag is dark, I got a white little paint pen to write on it, which I thought would be a cute effect. So I'm just gonna get my tape and I'm gonna trim this edge so that it's a bit less jagged, more straight. So I want this to look nice, of course. There we go. It's better. Okay. So I'm going to start in the back of the jar so that the seam of the tape is less visible. And it might not be perfectly straight, but I'm going to do my utmost. I'm just following the tape with my fingers to flatten it down. Okay, let's move this lid back again. Nice straight line. And there is our cute little, just kind of border, just to make the jar a little bit more attractive to the eye. So these are just sticky on the back, kind of like command strips. And as you can see, the little end parts that make it look all ribbony are separate. So even though it's a really cute shape, I actually want to take these off and just have the little pink rectangle on the jar as a label. And I'll put these aside. Maybe I'll use them in a different craft sometime. Okay, so I'm just going to peel these right off. Just like that. home. Okay. And I know exactly where I want to place this. I want it to be right here, kind of right above the washi tape a little bit. But first, I'm going to write the label for what this is. And I'm just going to use a little black Sharpie pen for this. So I'm going to call this Microdermabrasion Face Scrub. Here we go. I'm just going to stick that right along here. Make sure it's stuck on really well. So there's the little label. I like it. That's you guys. Okay. So I want to wrap this around a couple of times. Give it kind of a rustic sort of look. So let's string the tag through first. If it'll go through. Let's go this way. Okay. Now, I'm just going to begin wrapping this. Around several times. And then we'll snip this end. And tie it off in a little knot. And let it be kind of loose. This is my little Microdermabrasion facial scrub gift. So here here you go. So here are our two face scrubs, and they are decorated for gifting. So guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial Tingles video. And if you decide to try the recipes for these face scrubs, let me know and tell me how they work for you. And of course, please feel free to leave any requests you may have for future tutorial videos in the comments below. Many of you have been asking for tutorials on some of the hairstyles of the Sherry 3000 android from Departure Episode 2. And that is something that is certainly on my list of tutorial videos to make for you guys. And I'm looking forward to doing that. So guys, I hope you sleep well and have pleasant dreams. And I'll be seeing you again very soon. Good night. And He-Man was given that name, He-Man, to be so that he could be really generic. He was actually given as generic a name as they could think of on purpose.